Hi, I'm TakiyahLouise. Thanks for clicking through to view this video. Today was a day where I felt like not getting out of bed at all. I actually didn't get up until about 45 minutes after my time that I usually wake up. And it's about -9 degrees outside and the feels like temperature is 26. Although now that I'm sitting out here, it doesn't really feel like that cold, and maybe that's because the wind's not blowing. But still, this morning I just did not want to get out of my warm covers. I just wanted to stay in there, and that's what I did. And I don't really do that often because I like to stick to a schedule, so I try to get up on time every day so that I can go about my day and do every single thing that I need to do, and sometimes more. But today I just gave in, and I'm hoping it doesn't set the tone for the rest of the day, because I have a lot of stuff that I need to do today. But I did come over and get my workout in, and today was a day that I started the new mobility training video, and it's actually called Morning Mobility excuse me, Morning Mobility Routine for Beginners, 10-minute workout. Feels so good, by Carolyn Jordan, and this video is about 2 years old. And this one is the one that I've been talking about, that is an all standing workout. And when I saw that it was all standing, I thought, okay, this might be pretty simple because you're just standing around and bending over and doing this and doing that. But it was more intense than I anticipated it being. Like, there's points in the video where let me say that you start off, you can see what I'm doing now, but when you start off the video, it's just kind of simple, like standing, and then you do some calf raises and go into like some, I think it's called the plies, and then you go into like some squats towards one point of the video. And the different exercises that she has us do, it's like not just one or two, it's like 5 or more different reps of the, would you call it a rep for stretching? I don't know. It's 5 or different times that you're doing the exercise, sometimes more. Like, I haven't counted exactly how long it goes for the different exercises, but it feels like you're doing them for a good chunk of time, which I feel like is a good thing, because when you're stretching, you want to be able to get and get the muscles activated. And to do that, you need to do it more than a couple times. So to do that a few different times is really good. So I did like that in terms of the video. And the person that does the video, I guess her name's Carolyn Jordan, I'm looking at it right now. She is very upbeat, and she has a nice voice. And again, this is a guided video, and I prefer guided videos for things that I'm doing like this, where it's new, so I can listen to what's to be done, like exactly what I'm supposed to do, and then also so that I can follow along visually and see what I'm doing. And I just have in the gym, when I set it up, I have my phone that I record on the window, suction to the window with my phone mount, and then I have my tripod with this phone on it down on the floor in front. So I'm looking at that the whole time, and then kind of glancing up to make sure that I'm still being recorded. So I was able to see clearly exactly what she was doing and follow along from there. And like, it definitely is very beginner friendly. Like, I like that aspect. I don't know, because when I first started looking at mobility training, I was seeing like really routines that seemed like very advanced, really intense, like would take years of training to do, kind of like calisthenics type of stuff. And I don't know how closely related mobility and calisthenics are. I guess it's both like body weight exercise movements type stuff, but and I think that would be cool to get into, but I'm very, 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 very far off from being able to do anything like that. I'm just in the little baby stages of learning how to do all this exercise stuff. But What was I going to say? Oh, but the ease of the moves that she has us do, they're pretty simple, which I can appreciate because as a beginner video, that's something to look forward to. And like, I'm looking here just to try to review the different moves that she had us do. There were some, let's see here. Obviously, you're watching this back and showing me do it, or watching me do it as I'm talking here. But it started off with toe touches, and then there's points where we bend over forward, and there's one move where bending over forward and kind of swaying from side to side. That really was a good stretch. Not one that I would have thought would be a stretch, but it was really good. And then into the squats. I really... another thing that happened to me when I was doing this video, I felt like, and it's only on my left side, I was having some trouble today. Like my foot started to cramp up pretty bad. And then I was worried about that because when I came out, how would I be able to come out and walk on the treadmill for 45 minutes? But my foot loosened up by the end of the time, that I finished this video the second time. But then like my inner thigh, like groin area, my hip, like at the socket, it feels like kind of stiff. And I don't know what that's about. Maybe I just slept wrong and it didn't bounce back when I got up this morning or what, but it's still a little painful right now. And I did walk for 45 minutes and hoping that it would loosen up, but it didn't. But my foot did feel better towards the end of the mobility stretching. But I feel like, I don't know, today's just kind of like an off day. Like I said, I got up kind of late because I wanted to stay in bed a little bit, which I never do. And then I came over here and I did the exercises. And then I walked on the treadmill, for, like I said, for 45 minutes. And I did a very slow walk today. I didn't even do over a mile. I didn't even do over a mile and a half. It was like 1.3 something. Because I just walked on a slow speed. Just hoping that my hip would loosen up. Or, is it my hip or it's like the inner groin area, but it's like my bone. I don't know that when I think of hip, I just think on the outside of the hip. So I don't know, that area where like the socket of where my leg bone connects to my hip, pelvis. I don't know bones, but that's where it hurts. And I'm hoping that that loosens up soon, because I walked for 45 minutes and it didn't. It feels a little better, but not entirely better, which I was hoping it would. So it's going to take some time. I'm just going to probably have to do some more deep stretching to loosen it up. Like if I were doing that other mobility video that I had been doing, where you do like the hip stretches and like the lunges forward, that'll probably unlock it. So I'm probably going to do a couple of those moves when I get home to try to loosen up my, I'm still calling it my hip, I don't know, to try to loosen that up and feel better. And then today when I was in there, watched on the treadmill, there's another movie that was playing, and I know I keep talking about the movies that I'm watching, but it's very interesting to me because I don't watch regular TV, and I don't have cable. I just typically watch YouTube and like streaming service like Viki or something like that when I want to watch TV. But there's this movie called, and I think it was called, I looked it up when I was in there, I think it was called Darkest Hour. It was it's a movie with the guy, I can't think of his character's name, but he's in The Handmaid's Tale, the guy with the black hair and the eyebrows. I think his real name is Max something, I don't know. He was in it, in this movie, and who else was in it? Emile Hirsch was in it. This movie is from like 2011, and it was about these people, I guess these young adults that were in Russia doing something. I don't know. I didn't catch that part. There's some type of alien invasion and the aliens are like these invisible orbs that like are attracted to light or something like that. I have no idea what was really going on, but it was interesting to watch because they're just like running around the city, and then there's like these invisible wave clear things following them around, and then they like explode in the light, and then if they touch you, then you disintegrate and turn into ash. It was a pretty wild ride. So that's the second time, and the movies that I'm watching, aside from like Harry Potter that was playing on one of the other TVs, have been playing on the TV that plays the Sci-Fi Channel. And I remember watching a Sci-Fi Channel a lot when I had cable back in the day. So it's good to see that they're still playing pretty cool stuff. But anyway, that was what I got up to today. Thank you for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Anything you do is greatly appreciated. Remember to be a good human. And until the next video, take care.